Earlier this week, the Center for Reproductive Rights filed 2 lawsuits in the states of Idaho and Tennessee, as well as a federal complaint in Oklahoma on behalf of women who were denied medically necessary abortions despite going through complications with their pregnancies. Joining me now is Jennifer Adkins, the lead plaintiff in the lawsuit in Idaho, who was denied care after she was told that her fetus had a rare condition that results in a missing X chromosome and would not survive. A condition, by the way, that would also endanger her own life. Jennifer, thank you for being with me this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Jennifer, this is, you've gone through enough this year. This is not ideal to be a plaintiff in a case. It's public. People will know your name, and people have gone a little nuts about this issue in the country. How's it been for you to not only be the lead plaintiff, but to be out in public discussing your experience?
It's been really hard. We knew immediately when we were getting our diagnosis that we needed to be advocates. We knew we needed to use our voice and our experience to spread awareness about this situation. And we knew that it would be challenging. We knew that we would be putting our most painful and intimate experience of our life and this horrible tragedy that happened to our family out for everybody to scrutinize and talk about. But it's very important to share these stories with everyone, because that's how we destigmatize these issues, and that's how we make progress and we make change.
So let's tell the story a little bit. You went in for a routine ultrasound when you were pregnant. You found out that your fetus has what's known as Turner syndrome. Tell us a little about what that is and what happened next at the doctor's office that day.
Yes, we went in for our 12-week ultrasound. Supposed to be routine, supposed to be exciting and fun. And I immediately knew by looking at the ultrasound that there was more fluid than expected. And, even though I wasn't a medical professional, I know what fluid looks like on an ultrasound. And I knew it was going to be bad news almost immediately. I tried to keep that to myself and push through it and maybe I was wrong, but I wasn't. A genetic counselor and a maternal fetal specialist told us that there was a cystic hygroma, which is the collection of fluid behind the head and neck of the fetus, and then edema under the skin known as hydrops fetalis. Both of those conditions alone would likely cause miscarriage. And they said due to the nasal bone being present in our fetus, that it was likely that this was Turner syndrome. This is something that happens in 1% of all pregnancies. It's just a random event that happens at conception when one of the X chromosomes is deleted. This was not how we expected to find out that we were going to be, expecting a little girl. And this was not how we expected to find out that that little girl would die. She was not expected to make it much longer. They were actually still surprised that I was pregnant. They said, based on the severity of what they were seeing on the ultrasound, they couldn't believe I was actually still pregnant. They then told me that if I attempted to continue this pregnancy and attempt to carry it to term, that I would be at risk for Muir syndrome, which would cause me to experience the same symptoms that my baby had and start to have extreme swelling, edema, and preeclampsia. And the only way to treat preeclampsia is delivery of the fetus or baby, regardless of the viability of that baby. So we knew that this was going to be a death sentence for our baby no matter what.
And a risk to you. So you're now, yes. When you find this out, you're 12 weeks pregnant. Idaho, it's not, and this is important for people to remember, particularly people who don't know much about pregnancy, particularly a lot of men. Idaho bans abortions after 6 weeks of pregnancy, as does Florida and places like that. At 6 weeks, some women don't know they're pregnant. Women who know they're pregnant certainly don't know anything about the complications that could occur as a result. So now you're 12 weeks pregnant in a state that bans abortion at 6 weeks. Talk to me about what happens then, because you understood that you would need to abort this fetus, but you can't do that in Idaho at this point.
Right. And I knew that immediately because I had been following the news, and I understand, what the laws meant and what the bans meant. But I wanted to make sure with my physicians that that was accurate. So we asked the question, are we allowed to do this here? They said no. We asked them, are we allowed to get a referral from you to a clinic out of state? They said no, we are not able to refer you out of state. You could tell they were just as distraught as we were, that they could not help us in any way other than to tell us that we were free to explore our options elsewhere. We had to go home and not only grieve this terrible news and grieve the loss, the impending loss of our child, but also figure out where we were going to get this procedure done and like when, because, you know, the clock starts ticking. You know, there's lots of places that even if abortion is legal, you still can't do it after a certain amount of weeks, 20 weeks, 24 weeks. So we knew that the clock was ticking. We also knew that the closest abortion care providers already could not perform the abortion for us because we were already past 12 weeks. Some clinics nearer to us could only help us up through 10 or 11 weeks. So it was a race against time to figure out, you know, where are we going to do this? How are we going to come up with the money to travel for this? How are we going to provide, you know, childcare for our already living son? It was extremely challenging.
And the places that were still able to offer you abortions in many cases are up to capacity, so you can't sort of walk in and schedule one for the next day. And on top of that, and I know this one doesn't relate specifically to your case, but it's part of this collection of cases that are going around. In some places, they're beginning to experiment, including in these 2 Texas counties, with what anti-abortion groups are calling abortion trafficking laws. That anybody involved in moving through a county or helping someone move through a county for the purposes of going somewhere else to get an abortion, whether or not that final destination is legal, can be held accountable for things. I mean, the things, and I'm just asking you to relate to people like that who are in these other places who are going through the things that you're going through. You're grieving the loss of your fetus, who you were hoping to grow into a baby. You are now dealing with your own health scares. You're now trying to figure out where to get an abortion, and you might be arrested in your own state for trying to get that abortion somewhere else.
Right. Even though we weren't dealing with that piece necessarily, we were terrified. When we crossed that state line, we felt a sense of relief,
Wow.
But anxiety and just it's just an awful thing to have to go through when you're also dealing with a personal tragedy in your family, and feeling like you may get in trouble or that you're being watched or followed. It's awful.
Jennifer Adkins, they will read your name many years from now as we study this dark time in American history, and we hope that people will look at it and say, wow, I can't believe that stuff was happening, because it doesn't happen anymore. But for right now, what bravery you and your family are displaying by doing this. Thank you for being with us to share your story this morning. Jennifer Adkins is the lead plaintiff in the Center for Reproductive Rights lawsuit against the state of Idaho.